All praise to the Most High God, Yahweh, through the Messiah, Yahweh Shai. This is Exodus 20, verse 12. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which Yahweh thy God giveth thee. Let's go to Matthew. Okay, this is Matthew chapter 10, verse 37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. Yes, so we read in Exodus 20 that we should honor our father and mother, right? And do so. We should do so because the Most High said so, right? But that the Messiah says here, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. Well, the Messiah said that because let's go to Mark chapter 12, verse 30. And it says, "And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. This is the first commandment." All right. So we should love the Most High first, the Most High over everything. All right. That's our first love, right? We should love the Most High, and loving the Most High means keeping His commandments. All right, let's go to just to prove that. First John chapter 5, verse 3. Okay, First John chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep His commandments, and His commandments are not grievous. All right. So Christ said we should love the Most High, which means keeping His commandments, right? That's the first thing we need to. That's the first commandment. All right. So anything else, um, it's actually confusion. All right, because the Most High is the one we should reverence the most. We can't put our parents above the Most High. All right. Like, let me make an example. Christmas is coming along, right? Now we know what the scripture says about Christmas, right? That it's not of the Most High. The Most High doesn't endorse or doesn't approve of Christmas, right? But then let's say your parents, your friends, or family, they invite you to this Christmas dinner and stuff, right? Now you know that the Bible and well the Most High is against that. Now, are you gonna listen to your parents or are you gonna honor what the Most High says concerning Christmas? Now, if you honor what the Most High says about Christmas, that's you loving the Most High because you're doing what the Most High says. Now, that's gonna cause some sort of friction, between you, maybe and your parents or your friends or whatever the case may be, because you are trying to live a righteous lifestyle. You're trying to honor what the scripture says, and they are doing the opposite of that. All right, that's why I just want to go back. I'll go back to Matthew chapter 10. I think around about 31st. Okay. Now here it is. Matthew 10, chapter 34. Think not that I'm come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law. Verse 36, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household. So, like, yeah, man, once you start keeping the commandments, these are the things that's going to happen, all right? They're going to be a conflict of interest. So, like, that's what's going to happen. if you keep the commands, because you're trying to do something else, they're trying to do something else, so you're trying to honor the Sabbath, people are inviting you to parties, all kinds of stuff, all right? So these are the things that you're going to encounter once you fully submit to the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. All right. I have another verse in my mind. What do I want? Okay, Second Timothy chapter 3 verse 12. All right. Second Timothy chapter 3 verse 12. Yea, and all that will live godly in Yahweh Shai shall suffer persecution. All right. That just comes with the territory, man. Once you start keeping the commandments. Remember, the Messiah said, "No servant." Let me get that. Sorry, John, John 15. I think it's 20. Oh yeah. It's okay. John chapter 15, verse 20. Remember the word that I said unto you: the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. All right. So the servant is not greater than his Lord. All right. If they persecuted the Messiah, best believe it's gonna happen to you too. Remember, we just read 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 12. All that will live godly in Yahweh Shai shall suffer persecution. All right. Persecution can come in various ways. Um, People will laugh at you, scoff at you, mock you because you keep the commandments, you believe in the Bible. A lot of people have a lot of things to say about the Bible. So scoffings, mockings, people laugh at you, people look at you strange. That just comes with the territory, all right. But at the same time, I think um in the book of First Peter, it says that you should shut the mouths of fools around there, all right. So the only way that you can shut them up is you doing that with wisdom and knowledge, all right, of the scriptures itself, all right. That's how you shut the mouths of these fools, all right. Yeah. So this is what I had in my spirit. Um, yes, it's extremely important that you honor your father and mother. You do what they say, but you cannot put them above the Most High. You cannot put them above the Most High. Remember, Yahweh Shai himself said the first commandment is to love the Most High Yahweh with all your mind, body, and soul, all right? That's the first commandment. And we know that the love of the Most High is what? Keeping the commandments, all right? Okay, so I pray that um, this video was edifying. And again, I just want to give my praises to the Most High Yahweh, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, through his son Yahweh Shai, who the world has taught to call Jesus. I love you all. May the Most High be with you all who are keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. All praise to the Most High. Shalom.